Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's lair. I'm your host, Larry, the most delectable Chupacabra man, and we're back for some more Killing Floor 2 Early Access. Today we're going to be checking out, a couple of things. First, I'm going to be checking out the Swat perk, which just came out in the last update patch. And, there's also the sharpshooter that came out a little bit before that I haven't pissed with. And we're gonna be checking out Swat, which is a lot about having, like, heavy Kevlar armor and breach and clear style tactics. And I'm also going to be checking out the Spongebob Squarepants map known as Bikini Atoll, which is absolutely hilarious and speaks a lot to the actual show of SpongeBob Square Sausage Pants. So let's just jump in and we'll start murdering the pants off of things. Alright, so let's see, what character do I want to play as? Where was I going to gear? Here we go. So, character... Who's new? Ray Higgins, huh? She looks like she probably either works at, like, an old-fashioned diner, or is a hipster barista at a coffee shop. So, what kind of outfit can we have with you? Alright, so you're totally like a crazy SWAT lady. Let's use the elite blue SWAT armor. Oh yeah, that's looking sexy already. And what kind of accessories? We could do a freaky blue wig. Now that looks like a psychopath from the, like, what? Aeon Flux? Yeah, that should be perfect. And then we have our SWAT perk. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. Let's go murder us some Zeds inside of the SpongeBob Squarepants world. And here we go. Start out inside of the Krusty Krab. The funnest, most crusty place in the universe that you can go visit. And unfortunately, aside from the fact that there's just a lot of shit on fire down here at the bottom of the sea, and it seems all of the citizens are missing, and also there's, you know, the Zombo comms. Oh, there's like these hooks here. Oh no, it couldn't be. Did the hooks take over? That's just terrible, man. But yeah, so here we are, in SpongeBob's hometown of Bikini Bottom, hiding near the Bikini Atoll, that place that we nuked when we were testing out nuclear weapons, what was it, before or after World War II? I'm not 100% sure. But that's sort of the fan theory as to what caused all the fish to come alive and start mutating. So part of what we're checking out here today is the new SWAT team class, which is all about high rate of fire SMGs, which, to begin with, I like to use in single fire mode to conserve ammunition in a higher difficulty gameplay. And this class it's odd. It seems a lot like the other class, the assault class, that has a lot of assault weapons, which is really what these SMGs are. They're high rate of fire machine guns. What does SMG stand for? Something machine gun, so like super rapid fire machine gun? Probably. But yeah, so this is Bikini Bottom. It's gone to shit. And we're playing as the SWAT class, which, it's oddly tanky and oddly a lot like the assault class. And its perks, kind of boring, kind of really just pure meat. But we'll get into that in a minute. So one of the differences in here and your normal run-of-the-mill maps is that all of the supply stations are jellyfish field net catchers, like cupboards, so that you can go catch all the little jellyfish. And we're in Plankton's chum bucket, although it looks like whoever made this particular map changed things to, like, the Krusty Krab is now the Crispy Clam, and the chum bucket is now the Munch bucket. And I would presume that that's either just making fun or trying to slightly skirt copyright requirements so as not to get taken off of the interwebs. Also, it's called Bikini Atoll and not SpongeBob Square Booty. So here's Mrs. Puff's boating school. I think we should go take a little visit. Let me turn my volume down a little bit. The whole thing is very loud in my ear holes. So let's see. Up here come the cute little, whatchamacallits, the crawlers. It's been a long time since I've played this game. I went on a hiatus from it while things got added. And then that hiatus after the sharpshooter came out sort of turned into a long-term deal. So one of the most notable differences here is this little grenade doesn't always just do purely concussive damage. It will also, like, shoot things and stun them with a little bit of an AoE. Which is kind of handy if you want to destroy Skrakes and stuff really fast by simply walking up and putting an entire clip's worth of bullets inside of their noodle. But honestly, this gun, it's really hard to resist the urge with a lot of these guns to avoid just laying into all of the Zeds and wasting a shit ton of ammo. Because it's really satisfying. I mean, with Killing Floor and Tripwire Interactive, one thing you could always say about the weapons, especially in Killing Floor 2, is they are immensely satisfying to murder people with because they are mocapped. So next up on our little excursion, we need to visit the Flying Dutchman for some pirate-related booty. No, I literally mean I'm here for the pirates' booty. Their booty holes will not be sacred from Larry. It's gonna happen, they just need to make peace with it. So unfortunately, on normal difficulty, the amount of money you get, well, I think it's actually higher than higher difficulties, but it's a little tricky. Like, I just don't have enough money to get the really sweet gun very quickly, so it might be a little while. But it looks like everything in this game is pretty true to form. Like, I think this is the actual layout of the Flying Dutchman, and then that's the actual layout of the Krusty Krab. Like, if we go in here, you'll see that it's got all of the tables in the exact same locations. And back here is the little boat where Squidward takes your order. And whoever made it actually even put in little bar stools in order to create buttons on the register. So we've got, like, all the condiments. Here's Mr. Krabs' office with the golden spatula. It's got all the crazy stuff. Then back here is, like, the kitchen and the storeroom. Oh, Husqvarna's in here. Look, Husky, we talked about this. You need a knot. All of you need a knot, alright? It's getting weird. Everyone settle down. No butt touching in the crab. It's not sanitary, alright? It's not sanitary. Out there it goes. That's what the sort of percussion looks like. Kind of like a flashbang breach and clear type grenade. Which is actually tremendously useful as opposed to the electric grenade or the EMP pulse grenade that the Berserker gets, which can turn off powers. This one, if, say, a Skrake or a Flesh Pounder aren't enraged, will actually stun them, so you can just walk up and put one directly in their brain parts. Which I'm a little bit jealous I can't have as a support class, because my favorite class inside of Killing Floor has always been the support. Simply because the double-barrel shotgun, at least in my mind, is probably the most efficient killing weapon in the entire game for its price point. You can just clear out an entire hallway of little trash mobs, including, like, sirens and some of the meteor guys, with just one double shot down the hallway. And then it's only like 2 double-barrel blasts to kill a Skrake if you pop them in the noodle. So far, my biggest qualm with the SWAT class is that a lot of the guns don't have a lot of stopping power to begin with. Simply because they're really rapid fire with really smaller looking bullets. And they just don't have that same impactful feel. They shred enemies, completely destroying them, but they just don't have, like, that stopping power of, like, a magnum to the chest. Well, you know, you get what you get. It is what it is. Schwizzity swaz. So I think next we should go visit Jellyfish Field. After we sell this, of course. Let's play with the MP5 RAS SMG. No idea what the deal is with that, but it looks fancy. And this one I'll put into burst mode. The other one only has full auto or single fire, which is odd. But I don't mind this one. This one seems fancy. This one actually does feel good. So once you start to upgrade your weapons as the, what did I say we're playing? The SWAT. you start to really get those nice feeling guns. So here we go, Jellyfish Meadow, or Jellyfish Field. But oh no, those dastardly hooks are here. And I gotta give credit to whoever made this map, because I downloaded it but didn't keep the sticky note back before I took a little break. I downloaded this map, and it's really well made. Like, all the major features are here. Mrs. Puff's boating school, Krusty Krab. Actually, where is SpongeBob's house? Actually, that is the one thing I think that is missing. I think SpongeBob's house is actually the spawn room. But no matter. I can just clean up and try to see if we can't find him. Oh, better be careful. Up, stuff spawning behind me. Better hoof it, Larry. They're gonna touch your booty hole. Yeah, I think SpongeBob's house is the only thing you can't play in and around besides, I believe, it's part of the spawn room. But other than that, everything looks true to form, like it's where it should be. And I like that. I don't know why I like that. I could take or leave SpongeBob as a show on the whole, but it's a nice little touch. I also noticed that the Gorefast sometimes block their face from bullets if they get really close to you, but they haven't fully enraged yet. Is that a new feature? Because I could swear I haven't seen that before now, but I could be wrong. So we just gotta kill the Siren and all of her little boyfriends. Oh, yeah, Miss Siren Lady? Alright, fine. Have it your way. We'll just shoot you up with full automatic. Is that what you wanted? You wanted more of Larry's delicious, precious bullets? Well, fine, you can have them. Just for you, Miss Siren. So, I'm gonna say that this is the apocalypse, or post-apocalyptic version of Bikini Bottom. Simply because it's very dark and somber and murdery. Who is left alive? Oh, it's Fat Man. And I believe that the apocalypse situation inside of SpongeBob is when the hooks descend and create zombies from beyond the Black Lagoon that come around and eat everybody and take them to the hooks to be caught and certainly not released. Also, there's the candy machine, which I don't remember that from the few episodes I've seen of the show, but I'm sure it's just like that guy who was #1. It's the #1 candy machine in Bikini Bottom. Good stuff. So 10 out of 10 on this map, and eventually we'll get to having the really swanky gun for Swat, and then you'll really see things start to explode. I haven't played with the P90 yet, which is one of the weapons that you can get as the assault, but I haven't really felt like I needed to upgrade to that half step. Like, normally with weapons in these games, any of these missions that I go on with, any of the classes in Killing Floor, I end up just using the basics. Like, I just end up using, like, the first upgrade, and then just immediately just blaze past everything to the top tier gun. Now, I haven't played a lot of Hell on Earth, so maybe that's where I'm falling behind, but you know, I've just never needed to get the gun right next to the top gun. It just seems like a waste, especially with the gun that you can get as the support, because that gun is, it's kind of like the AA-12, but it's got so much kick that it's kind of worthless because of that. I hear it's improved slightly. I don't know if that's true, but if it has, then it might be a worthwhile investment because it's not quite as expensive, but otherwise, nah. I wouldn't necessarily go in for it. So let's explore Mrs. Puff's little hidey hole shack real fast. Here's the schoolroom. That looks pretty true to form. Oh, here's those invisibitches. Always trying to grab Larry's booty hole. I know it's a fancy toned booty, but you don't have to grab hold of it with both hands and shred it. You can just smother your face with it. You know, like a regular crazy human being. Actually, does that even count as humans anymore? I know the technical lore for it is that they were all former family members or relations to the mad patriarch dude. But, I don't know. Like, it could still be that way. So the clot was like his son who died of a brain clot, or like a clot in his lung or something. And then, like, the Siren was one of his ex-wives who used to be a dancer or a singer. And the bloat, I think the bloat was like a father-in-law or an uncle. I don't remember. I think I talked about these in a video a long time ago. Oh, there's Mr. Scrakums. Oh, my dear Scrakums, my cute little Scrakums, did you come to play with my organs and chop off my head? My cute little Scrakums, come play with me now. I'm going to stun you. I just have that kind of a personality. Oh, gotta reload. Hey, buddy. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's unnecessary. So this gun handles a Scrake pretty well at normal difficulty. That would probably have beat my ass if this was like hard or above, when they can basically four-shot you. But it's not bad. Really love the end gun for this class. It just shreds things like a cheese grater on the end of an explodey pommel. It's great. Love it. So this one's in the freezer of the Krusty Krab, where you hide the dead bodies. How much money do I have? Not nearly enough, so we'll just reload everything. Should be able to get an upgrade next round. So I need 1,500 for that. Let's sell you. Pick up the P90. Fill that... Oh, shit. Fill that up. And let's see how this plays. So it looks like it's got single fire mode, but I don't really want that. This was most iconic, I believe, in the Stargate SG-1 series. Wonder why you don't see a lot of the P90 in other stuff. Oh, look, here's the wall where Mrs. Puff had SpongeBob crash into it a bunch of times. With more delicious hooks.
Last chance.
I think whoever designed this map, it would be really cool if you added one of these hooks that could, like, you could touch it, and it would give you, like, randomly, one of the ones that goes up and down could give you, an ammo box as bait. But if you got too close to when trying to pick it up, it would hurt you, but also give you the ammo. I think that would be kind of classy. Alright. Where are you, my little Scrakums? I miss you so. Feels like it's been forever since I cut open your face and ate you. Actually, I suppose now we're gonna start seeing flesh pounds because it's wave 7. I don't like the P90 as well. Oh, did you two come on a bus together? Of course you did. Why wouldn't you? Well, I'm gonna placate them as long as I can so that I can just do that. Ah, crap, 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 crap. Bad touch, bad touch. Okay, you're really mean. This does not work as well as the upgraded weapon. Not even kind of. Oh, get out of here, you buttholes. Blocking my path. Who does that? I mean, really. Alright, that's one of them down. I get hung up on the weirdest stuff when backtracking in this game. I will say, that is one of the downsides of custom maps, is some of the really, like, cool custom, like, fauna that they put down, like some of these little flowery mushroom things. Some of them have physics to them. Not those specifically, but some of the little objects like that. You get hung up on them in the most bizarre ways. But I mean, this might have actually been fixed, because I think this is a much older version of this map. I'm sure if I were to play on public servers right now, and you can play this map, there's a lot of public servers that have it, I'm sure that it would have far less problems. But who knows? This was one of the final versions of it. At least when I was first checking it out. So I'm definitely, if possible, going to swap this gun out for the top-notch gun, because it just feels better. I felt like that other gun had more kick to it, that second upgrade. This one ain't really doing it for me. Also, I'm running out of ammo much faster for it. And it's on the expensive side, so I don't want to, like, run out of it completely. Alright, Mr. Bloaty, I need to get around you and get to that sweet, delicious vendor before I get touched in the butt. Do I want to stick it out for the Patriarch? Probably. I mean, we've come this far, checking out Bikini Bottom, and, hoping to see a less than bikinied bottom, but, you know, shit happens, right? So let's get the Chris SMG. I'm not super familiar with it, but, you know, it is kind of fancy. I guess I could also have the other SMG at the same time. Why not, right? So let's take out the shitty cheap gun, And then I can pull this puppy out when the going gets tough. And this thing will absolutely Shrek things. Just completely dissolve their flesh into a fine chowder. It's really how I would describe how a lot of these guns behave. Actually, before we get too much further, let's talk about the perks that this Swat has. So I'm not as happy with the Swat, like, guy in general. It doesn't seem to have as many cool, gimmicky features for talents. Like, here's heavy armor training or tactical movement. You either have a bunch of extra armor or you can move at, like, full speed when you zoom in to your gun. In a Call of Duty type of environment, that would sound really cool, but in a killing floor environment where people have, like, you know, the Firebug has cool, like, nuclear sounding shit, this doesn't sound as cool. Close combat, you can have more damage with pistols and knife, and you begin the game with dual pistols. Or you can have tactical reload. Tactical reload is almost always the better choice whenever it's available. You can have increased stumble or more ammo. You can have even more armor. Or you can cripple the people. And then you can have battering ram for Z time. During Z time, you have move in real time, and you have massive knockback power when you run into a Z. Or rapid assault, where you shoot the shit out of people in Z time. They're really nice perks, don't get me wrong. I especially love the fact that you can basically become a personal battering ram, but they don't seem as cool as, say, some of the crazy shit with the Firebug. Because, I mean, the Firebug's final gun is a fucking spaceship laser beam that shoots a microwave laser from NASA. This dude just gets the same SMG machine guns that, like, every tactical group on the planet probably has. So I'm not really feeling it as much. Still cool, but I feel like it could have been better. Now, they're probably gonna get— oh, I finally found a free piece of ammo. Jesus. I've literally run all over this map, and this is the first one that I've seen. Are you serious? Alright, well, whatever. Let's just light these guys up with the bullets. Making sure— oh, hi! Hi, hi, friendo! How are you? Okay, you know, that was just rude, sir. Alright, let's reload this and let's just put a full magazine up that flesh pounder's ass. Who is behind me now? God damn, crawlers. Fuck you. Here, have a stun grenade, you little buttholes. Alright, now where's that flesh pounder? Oh, looks like he needs one more friendship candy. There it goes, see? This thing is much more powerful. That P90 is just kind of a piece of shit. Honestly, there's really no reason to not just save your money and then buy this gun. If at all you can. Because it's just— it has way more utility. It's just a better weapon overall. Maybe that's why you don't see it a lot in shows, because it just doesn't feel like a cool gun. It feels kind of future-y, in like that way that pretty much anything modern can kind of look future-y if you're from the 60s. But, I don't know. I just don't feel it. And I never liked it in, say, like, Counter-Strike either. Or Call of Duty, if any of them had it. I think some other game had them that I played. It was a popular shooter. Maybe it was one of the Battlefields. Either way. Didn't like it. Oh wait, no, maybe it was Payday. I think it might have been Payday. Didn't like it in Payday. Oh, hi, Siren. Oh yeah? Is that how you feel about me? Why don't you not? Why don't you and your sister Tabitha just fuck off? Larry ain't having none of your sauce here today. Whoa, yeah, Clarissa had to come too, did you? So is this a new feature? The ability to have, like, see through the wall to see where the last guy is hiding in case they get stuck? Because if so, I rather like that. Also, Jihadi Greg there. That was normally something I only saw in higher levels of difficulty, so it's nice to see that that shows up in the end game. But I don't actually think I'm gonna bother staying till the Patriarch or the Hans Volter. So this has been Bikini Bottom, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed it. And those horrible hooks, boy. You gotta stay away from them hooks. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed checking this out, checking out the SWAT class, and I will catch you guys and gals later. For the viewer out there who wanted to play with me, while I did a video featuring the SWAT class, we still can. I'll grab a fun little map that we can play, and then you and I can jump in together for another map that will be cool and fun, and I'll play the sniper class. because I really wanted to try out Bikini Bottom, and it felt like the best way to combine the both of them. So, don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. I'll try to find a link so you can download this map for yourselves. You can find those in the description. And I'll catch you next time. Hope you've enjoyed, and toodles, everybody. Oh yeah, that's right. The dumpsters have stink lines. That was a nice touch.